Okay, hello everybody. This is Steve, and I'm back here. Some of you may not recognize me. I have changed my coiffure uh, a little bit. So actually, I did a video. I cut my hair myself yesterday, and I did a video of it. So yeah, it was kind of funny actually. Didn't take as long as I thought it was going to take, and it was a little easier than I thought it was going to be. But it turned out pretty decent. I think hey, it's not a $50 haircut, but it does the job. Got it out of my eyes. I can see. And I'll tell you what, when I popped out of bed this morning, I almost hit my head on the ceiling. I jumped up so high because I didn't have to drag all that hair with me. So it's all good. So let's go on and do some more these mosarz.m videos. Oh, by the way, if you haven't seen the documentary with Angelina, I think it's on her official page about when she was little and now, and mostly about the concert in Vegas, but it's got a lot of other stuff in it. It is fantastic. I gotta tell you, my tear ducts were working really good. Going back, all the memorabilia, going back to the early days, and then working it up to the now. And when you listen to Angelina and what she says and how she says it, she's just, there's not many people that have the what would you call it, the sensibilities that she has. Some people, when they start moving up the ladder, they become a little bit aloof, a little bit arrogant, a little bit maybe even standoffish in a lot of ways, because they're always being called upon to sign autographs, take selfies, whatever it might be. That's part of the price of fame, right? And Angelina is fortunate enough to have her whole family around her. As she calls them her shield. She mentions that in this documentary. And it's not keeping people away necessarily. Angelina loves her fans. But it's, can you imagine having people everywhere you go, every minute of every day, people wanting something from you, like a selfie or an autograph or both, or a lengthy conversation about who knows what. And can you imagine that every single minute of every day? That you're not locked into your home. That's got to be tough, man. At first, it's probably fun and exciting, but after a while, it's got to be, oh man, I gotta go get a loaf of bread. I gotta go out, I gotta go out in public. Oh no, I don't wanna. It's too much. All I need is a loaf of bread. I don't need a lot of stuff. I'm using a loaf of bread as a funny example. I know that. I'm fairly certain Angelina doesn't go buy a loaf of bread ever. Okay, probably nobody in the family does that either. They either would have it delivered or somebody would go get it for them, I would guess. But yeah, they're trying to keep their life as normal as possible, I think, for as long as they can, and that's the right thing to do. And that's why people want Angelina to hurry up and get out there and be known. And she just turned 18, man. That's where people get in trouble. They get too much too soon, and then they don't really know how to handle it. Angelina's been doing this a long time, but she's just now turned into an adult, so it's kind of like a whole different world now. So let's go ahead and watch. There's a couple of videos here we haven't seen yet. This one here, if you see my cursor, I don't know if you can see my, oh, what's my finger doing over there? Oh, this is so pitiful. I'm going to point it down over there. The first two in line. There's an Elon Musk one, and then there's an Angelina one. So let's watch these. I haven't seen them, so let's see what they are. Picture out of there. Okay, this one's. I gotta put my headphones on so you can hear what's happening. Oh, I remember that song. Okay, so this there's no hashtags actually. It has these little musical note thing. It says, "I put a spell on you, Angelina Jordan, Steve Evans." I'm not hearing "I put a spell on you" there. Hey, you guys are starting to take after me. You got the wrong information up there all the time. Don't do that. Don't be like me. So, yeah. Um, yeah, well, I don't know, what can I say? It's a nice little bunch of pictures, like a fashion shoot kind of a thing. And, you know, anytime we get a chance to see Angelina is a good time, right? So let's go ahead and watch the next one. Okay, so this one, let's see, there's a whole bunch of hashtags on this one. Angelina Jordan, Angelina Jordana, Mozar's, Art, Japan, Magazine, Box, Newspaper. I'm thinking it means magazine and books. Newspaper. I was trying to read it the way it's phonetically there. And the music thing is Japanese style impression of koto and piano. 1, 2, 5, 6, 5, 7, 1 in parentheses. Pukashi, I think. I don't know. I don't know how to say all this stuff. Hopefully it's close enough. So, yeah, obviously this is a picture of Elon Musk that we all recognize, but then the magazine is in Japanese apparently. So I am unable to read any of that stuff, but it looked like I didn't know whether they were in the Japanese section of a bookstore in this country, or it appears they're in a Japanese bookstore and probably in Japan, I would guess, but who knows. Doesn't really say, other than it does say Japan in the hashtag. So let's watch it go through one more time. It's only a 40-second video. Alrighty, okay, a couple of nice little videos there to start our day. So now let's go down to, I'm going to go down to where we left off. So you see my picture here, and we're going to pick up with, pretty sure we haven't seen this, everything to this side we haven't seen. The last one we had up was this one here. So let's okay, let me stop that right there. Grandma Mary looking lovely. We have Angelina Jordan. These are the hashtags. Angelina Jordana, Sarah a Star, Juliet, Thank You God. Music, Welcome to My World. In parentheses, live at the Honolulu International Center. So let's go ahead and watch this through.
Knock and the door shall be open. With you in mind.
Nice. Very nice. Okay.
是你让我看见干枯沙漠开出花一朵，是你让我想要每天为你写一首情歌，用最浪漫的副歌，你也轻轻地附和，眼神决定着我们的选择。是你让我的世界从那个变成粉红色，是你让我的生活从此都。
Okay, so here we're at this restaurant. The hashtag is mosarz art, and there's some Japanese writing after that for the music. So I don't know where this is at. There's a couple of comments in the comment section that says, one says sushi, one says no gloves. Listen, I was a chef for a number of years back in the early 70s, and I don't think we had any gloves in the whole place because back in those days, gloves weren't like a thing. And also, to me, when you're cooking, the gloves are an impairment in a way. You have to, especially if you get the cheap gloves that got like they're like two pieces of plastic like stuck together somehow, and they got the little almost like ribs all the way around. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, but they got those cheap disposable ones that are they're a mess. They don't even stay on your hand really good. But yeah, any real chef is not wearing gloves. I don't think, actually, when you watch like the Iron Chef and those kind of things, I don't think most of them people wear gloves either. I never really have paid attention to it, but to be honest, I don't care if they wear gloves or not. Most of the time in the kitchen, you're washing your hands all the time, so your hands are clean. Just because you have gloves on, don't mean the gloves are clean. You have to get used to washing your hands a lot. That's the whole secret. And of course, if they're just doing sushi, they're handling one type of food. And then when I was cooking, of course, we had chicken, pork, beef, seafood, all the whole 9 yards. So we had to wash our hands. We always had to be careful of cross contamination. You didn't want to be handling like raw chicken, then handle raw meat. Then you don't do that. You just don't. You just get in the habit of not doing that. Okay, and what you do is you hit the sink and you wash your hands real good before you move on to the next type of food that you're working with. And believe me, we did that too. We didn't skip that step. So we tried to keep our hands clean just naturally, and that way you also can have a good feel for the food. This is my opinion. Now, those of you that cook out there, well, at home you probably never wear gloves, right? So it's the same thing. You're cooking at home, you don't wear gloves, because you wash your hands, before and after, whatever. You just be careful. And if you're a professional chef, I think those gloves, it's just like you just can't get the feel for everything that you might want to feel for whatever reason. Sometimes when you're preparing any kind of meat or fish or anything like that, sometimes, it's just a thing, right? You're a chef. You want the best little piece of meat there, the best fish you can get. And sometimes the feel of it means something, the texture of it. So not all the time, but sometimes it does. You just get used to certain habits of how you cook and so on. Let's move on.
What if life is lifting your hand to the sky, up where the bluebirds fly to get your love on time? What if life means you and I will shine like a star in the darkest?
Okay, I'm not sure where this is. Oh, the sound, it's still playing, but there's no sound, okay? I didn't do that. It's just there is no sound, apparently. The little sound thing says there's sound. It's on, but there's no sound. That's all right. It's a pretty picture in any case. So I'm just going to stop there, do the hashtags. We got Angelina Jordan, Angelina Jordana, Mozart, art, and the music is What is Life, Angelina Jordan, Forced Stab Music Corps Band. And this is probably from the It's Magic, I don't know what that's called, an EP, an album, whatever we call it, okay? And that's available at various places for purchase if you'd like to purchase it. It's a beautiful album, it really is. So this is, I'm not sure where this is, but it looks very similar to what was going on at the Bellagio inside. They had a whole, actually it was a whole Chinese themed thing set up in there with the dragons, that they do in the parades and such. And it was it's very elaborate, very pretty for sure. And this almost looks like the same place. Oh boy. Moving the mouse around. Let's watch it again.
Lifting your hand to the sky, up where the bluebirds fly to get your love on time. What if life means you and I will shine like a star in the darkest?
Yeah, well, no more Angelina's voice. So I'm not sure what that is. You know, it looks a little bit like an Easter, because it looks like a bunny rabbit there at the beginning, right? It looks like kind of like an Easter theme thing, kind of a thing. Easter themed kind of thing. Next week I start English language lessons so I can learn how to speak. Anyway, let's move on to the next video. Who we got? Sarah. Luna.
You guys did great.
Are we still alive?
We're alive. We're alive.
We're not dead?
You do okay?
Yeah. Very freaked out.
Had a lot of fun.
I cannot believe I'm actually nauseous.
Well, I'm not sure exactly what's going on there, but it's what it seemed like. Let's read the hashtags. Thank you, God. Apparently, they had a rough time of it there, or maybe the weather was not very conducive. I don't know. Mozart's art. God bless. God bless all. God bless all. Sorry. Angelina Jordan, Angelina Jordana, pilot, Sarah Star. And, yeah. Not sure. Would seem unlikely that would be ice, but it could be, I suppose. It looks like it's just wet. So I don't know what the problem with the flight was, but, you know, it's, or if there even was a problem. It sounds like there was something going on. Let's watch it again.
I is big because sewing and by yourself is dangerous.
Great.
I
Oh, this is a different video. Is it the same video? Man, I can't keep up with this stuff.
You guys did great.
Are we still alive?
We're alive. We're alive.
We're not dead?
You do okay?
Yeah. Very freaked out.
Had a lot of fun.
I cannot believe I'm actually nauseous.
Huh. Well, like I said, I'm not too sure what was happening there, but yeah, sometimes, you know, if, for those of you that have flown before, especially for those that have flown a lot, hey, some of the experiences are better than others, you know. And sometimes when you're up there, and it doesn't matter whether it's a smaller plane or a bigger plane, really, sometimes they get tossed around a little bit, and it's a little unnerving, even if you're used to it. Let us move on to the next one. Here we go.
I is big because sorry and by his danger.
Okay. So I'm gathering from that. Let me read the hashtags. Angelina Jordan, Angelina Jordana, Mozart, Art, Pilot, Bumpy. Okay, it was bumpy, I guess. All right. It sounds like she said icy in there at one point. Let's listen again. We'll listen again. I think she's scared, and it sounded like she said maybe icy, but maybe I misinterpreted it. Let's listen. It's a little hard to hear. I don't know if there's anything I can do to... Let me turn the sound up a little bit, if I can. Yeah, it was pretty much all the way up, but let's go ahead and listen.
It's big because sorry and by his danger.
Don't worry, Grandma Mary. All right. Don't worry, Grandma Mary. You made it. Okay, it's all good. And you're looking lovely today, by the way. Okay? So let's move on to the next one.
We're coming for you, babies. We're coming for you with my guitar.
All right. Hashtag time. Angelina Jordan, Angelina Jordana, songwriter, Mozart, Art, and Mery Zamani. The music says original sound, Mozart. And there's a beautiful picture right there of Angelina and Grandma Mary, and a white triangle right in the midst of it all. So let us move on here.
We're coming for you, babies. We're coming for you with my guitar.
Kind of sounds like everybody's just having a little fun there, doesn't it? Let us move on to the next one.
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy.
Don't forget the hashtags. Angelina Jordan, Angelina Jordana, songwriter, Mozart, Art, and the music Crazy. Angelina Jordan, First Stat Stab, Music Corps, and that is it. All right, let's listen to it all the way through.
Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay. Okay, let me check back on headquarters here. Hang on a second. So we just did all those. I think I'm going to end this video here. And I'm going to pick back up because there are 4 or 5 rehearsal videos after that. I'll probably have to split that up into 2 different videos, I think. But this one probably has gone on quite long. So let me end it here. we'll come back in just a minute and we'll go ahead and do at least the first 2 of these, maybe 3. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there looks like there's 5. I'll have to check and make sure what this one is. Oh, that's a Juliet video. Juliet's getting some screen time. Okay, so there's only 4, so we'll probably do, depending on how long they are, we might do all 4 of them. But we'll do at least 2 and 2 you know, like maybe. We'll see how it goes. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in a couple minutes. Assuming you come back to watch more of this stuff, and I hope you do. And it's, anyway, have a good day, good night, good morning, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.